Business owners, leaders, entrepreneurs. Rob Marshallonis here with LSP123. I help businesses increase employee productivity. And what I'd like to do with you now is talk about a productivity solution that's fairly fundamental, but I think among the most powerful productivity solutions of all, and that is a simple understanding and emphasis on LSP. And LSP is just an acronym for leadership, strategy, and process. LSP, leadership, strategy, and process. I'd like to share with you for a few minutes the power of LSP. And one way I like to do that is just with a simple illustration that looks like this pyramid. If you think of leadership, strategy, and process as this pyramid, in many organizations, what you often have is a select number of leaders, relatively few in many cases in a business or a department, from which those leaders have a responsibility to develop a plan or a strategy to succeed or win in whatever they're leading. And out of those strategies come numerous processes. There's an interesting relationship with LSP that I believe looks a lot like this. It's somewhat inverse. My belief is that the impact in a business is dependent on these variables of LSP. And I suggest that your leaders, the leaders you have, how you've developed them, their experience, their knowledge, their character, their discipline, is really where you have the most leverage in a business or a department or even in a project. Your leaders are where you have the most leverage. Next to that, I believe you have the most leverage with your strategy, your actual plan or playbook to win. And while you may have many processes, very often for most businesses, I wouldn't say that that's where you have the most leverage. But oftentimes, we'll find that the processes are getting all the attention and all the emphasis, but it's really not necessarily where you have the most leverage. So this is the simple concept with LSP. I believe that the success of virtually any outcome that's worthwhile in a business, but it can be down into the departments of a business or even down into the projects that are going on within a business or an organization, and even down to the people, are heavily dependent on this whole LSP equation. Another way to look at LSP and a way to sort of use this to your benefit is if you think of LSP by functional teams that are within your organization. There's a core team in the middle, typically a owner team or a senior leadership team, and functional department teams or work groups. Could be a sales team, could be a research and development team, maybe a manufacturing team, a service team, customer service, back office, accounting. I don't know exactly what that would look like for you, but one of the ways to think about and use LSP to your advantage is to kind of break it down between the different functional teams or work groups in your organization. LSP is just a cool foundation for you to start to get your arms around your business, a great way to diagnose issues or problems that may be happening in an organization. Look at the LSP. If you look out into our society and culture and just think of sports teams or businesses or government or a whole bunch of different organizations, think of the impact of LSP, the leaders, who they are, how they behave, how strong and competent they are, the strategies or plans to win, and the processes that come out of that. Question for you as we wrap up: which of your work groups do you wish was more productive? Which of your work groups do you wish was more productive, and how might LSP play a part in your thinking about that and how you can help those work groups become more productive? I'm Rob Marshallonis with LSP123, just working to help you, your organization, your business be more productive.